Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it's morning someplace. Good afternoon, good evening. Peace and love, everyone. And as they say, Happy New Year. And I say it like that because, this is not the only calendar that's that we know of. So for this new year, wow, this is my first video for this year, 2023. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a year now since I've done Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga, since I started this program. And so I want to thank everybody who has bothered to listen, to share, to subscribe, to make comments, everything. I like to really thank everyone. So this is like my 1 year anniversary. So, and people continue to listen, so I'm going to continue to talk. I'm going to continue to share. Spirit puts things in my heart and to come on here and talk about, and I hope that I can be helpful to someone somewhere. And so I think thank you, 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 thank you. Well, y'all, okay, now, in my last video, I talked about a challenge that I want to do, because, our mantra here is think it ain't illegal yet. And our purpose and our passion here is to emancipate yourself from mental slavery. So that's what we do here. We're trying to talk about ideas that will make you think, okay, yeah. Well, that is so. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, you don't think that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what we're here for, just to give you a little nudge. Because, if it is to be, it's up to me, so that means you. And so it's up to each person to be able to think about these things and start to make changes in your lives that will make you and make you a better person, and also be better for the whole world. Because once we're good and we're sharing love, love begets love. When you give love, then someone will be able to pass that love on to someone else. They have this thing called pay it forward, and so that's a good concept to follow, is to pay it forward. So we are taking on this new year with a new challenge, and what we want to do is say that. I was talking about KWANZAA. KWANZAA is the holiday from December 26th to January the 1st. That is a beautiful holiday that was created by us for us. And it has 7 principles. And the principles are Umoja, which is unity, Kujichagulia, self-determination, Ujima, collective work and responsibility, Ujamaa, cooperative economics, Nia, purpose, Kaumba, creativity. I'm sorry, I switched those two, excuse me. And Imani, faith. So there's 7 principles there, and did I give them all? Yes. Unity, self-determination, collective work responsibility, cooperative economics, Koumba, creativity, faith, purpose, Nia, purpose. Oh, excuse me. Could never leave that one out because that's the main thing we come here for. We have a purpose. And then the last one is Imani. Thank you. Corrected myself. I thought I had missed one. So using those basic principles and applying them to your daily life, oh my gosh, you would just see just a change, a new attitude, and whoever's going to be getting the end of whatever the goodness that you're given, it will be such a blessing to everyone. So I'm asking everyone to talk about, your new year, and talk about, this is our past year, and think about how you could use those principles to make some changes in your life to work towards your emancipation of mental slavery. So I'm going to be talking about this all month, and all month of January. And at the end of January, the person that has made the most comments to me, whether it be on here, Flowing and Growing page on the YouTube channel, or we have a Facebook page called Think It Ain't Illegal Yet. So either one of those, you're able to post ideas and experiences or something that you created, something using the principles of KWANZAA and how you've taken that principle and applied it and have come up with a new outcome, some changes that we're making in our lives, whether we're going to change the way we eat, the way we think, stop watching TV, quit smoking cigarettes, stop eating certain amount of, some unhealthy foods. You had an idea and you asked your cousin, and you and your cousin got together and made it manifest. I mean, so whatever you're doing, if you decided that if you understand that, oh, I got my purpose, and you started doing something based on your purpose, or something was going on in And through your imani, through the faith, you was like, oh man, you know one thing, I know it's gonna be okay. Let me just wait. And then you had that faith, and it came through. So just show how you use the principles of Kwanzaa, which is called the Nguza Saba, to be able to take you to the next step, or to help you even take the first step, um, whatever it is. But please share that, and the most comments at the end of the month, I will award a financial prize. I'm working on my sponsors to see exactly what their prize is going to be, but it will definitely be there if between myself and a sponsor. So yes, so let's throw away the old. We don't throw away all the old, because we don't want to throw away everything, but let's just build upon the old, and come up with a better us, as we continue to live our lives and working through this world that we live in. We find that we have been lied to so much. And as you travel, as I travel the world, I see, and as you travel yourself, you'll see the changes, the different way people live differently, people eat differently, people handle things differently. Sometimes the laws are just even quite different. So it's a beautiful experience to be able to have experience other people's ways of life, other people's culture, and to when you look at your own, you can either or you can say, okay, that's good, either one. But this is a new year coming, y'all. We got to do some new things. A lot of things being exposed to us. That's the point I was making, and saying that we have to take this information and you have to apply it. Because I say, think it ain't illegal yet. Think it ain't illegal yet, because there's so many things they've taken from us to make it illegal. But think, it's not illegal to think yet, and that's what we need to do. We need to think for ourselves and stop just going along and following trends, because these trends and these narratives that are created, they're not for our good. And so it may feel good, it may look good for a moment, but ultimately it's really not it's not for our good. And the bottom line is that financially, which is something so important that we really have to really stop taking for granted. Just because we got money and we can spend it freely, don't do that. The bottom line is that these things, these narratives that are created, for us, doesn't have any financial reward for ourselves, and so we're not able to leave any type of wealth or legacy for our children. And so we must take in and be smart with our money. I don't know how much I can emphasize that we can have to stop buying things, because the most important things in life are not things. And so we have to be able to take and put our money towards our future, building things so we can make sure that our children, our grandchildren have, and build a legacy, leave a legacy of your own, for yourself, that you was here, your footprint. They say it's not they say, from this date to that date, this date dash this date. So it's really what you do in that dash, in between those times, from the time that you came here and the time that you leave. So what happens in that dash area is what's most important in your life, and in your legacy of what you've done, things you've created, some ideas that you've left, some things you've taught other people. Those are the most important things. So, like I said, the most important things in life are not things. They're people. They're human beings, things that breathe, God, things that God created. So, as we step into this new year, let's step boldly. Okay, leap, jump, try that new idea. Don't be scared. They say don't be scared. So, I'm not going to stay here long. As you see, I apologize. I'm a day late because I'm traveling, and I'm in the colder weather. You see, I'm kind of dressed, to be warm right now. But I just want to think. I just want you to think, because it ain't illegal yet, and I want you to take the principles and apply them to your life. Just try them, read up on them. Read up on them, 7 principles of Kwanzaa, and see if they have any meaning in your life. I'm sure that you can find something that you would say, oh yeah, okay, I could do that. So now it's building time. We already know all these truths have been brought out to us. I mean, things are just smacking us in our face about how things are being done in this system. We see that they're not really done with us in mind. And so it's nation time, y'all. Let's just kind of get together and do some things for ourselves, and by ourselves sometimes. And we just have to do that for a while, because it's really something that we need to do. All race of people collectively do things together when they don't include other people. Everybody has something where they don't include others. And so it's time for us to do the same thing. It's not to say that we are not caring for others or love and respect others, but sometimes when we have to get down to doing things that we need to do for ourselves, we have to just do what is best for ourselves, and we have to do it by ourselves. So this year is coming. Well, this year is here, and it's going to be a better year. I trust and believe that. It has to get better. It has to get better. So what part are you going to do to make your life better? Because, when we make our lives better, it affects our whoever we're close to, our family, our neighborhood, the community, and on to the world. So we have to be able to know that, whatever we do, it won't be in vain. Someone will appreciate it. And just as long as you do your part, you really can't worry about what people are going to say or how they're going to feel. If you know you're doing the right thing in the Most High's eyes, then really after that, we really don't have to worry about anything else after that. Anything or anybody's opinion. So let's just be strong and independent and go and take that step to make that change and make you better, because a better you is a better us. So here's cheers to 2023. Let's do it, y'all. Use the Nguza Saba. Use the Nguza Saba, 7 principles of KWANZAA. Make that change. Reflect, reclaim, retreat back some if you need to. And reflect, and one thing I want to say is responsibility. That we must be responsible for our actions. We can't say, well, because she did this, so I did that. He or she did that. But ultimately, the bottom line is that you did what you did. So that's the part you have to be responsible for. We have to be responsible for our actions when it comes to everything. But we have to think about who's watching us, or, we as adults, are the children watch us? Are we being the correct example for the children? So, again, toast to 2023. Peace and love. Please try my challenge. Share, because, whatever you do, you helping someone else. Share the things that you've done, your ideas, the way you do Nguza Saba to make a change in your life, to better yourself that will better the world. And there will be a financial reward at the end of January. So either comment here on Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga on YouTube, or Think It Ain't Illegal Yet. That's a Facebook page. So one or the other, or you can just hit me up directly. So peace and love. Any questions or comments, anything you want me to talk about for this coming year, please put those things in there. I love when you guys talk black to me. All right, so peace and love. God loves you, and so do I. Thank you again for my 1-year anniversary of celebrating Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga. Thank you, everyone who has listened, subscribed, shared, and cared. All right, peace out. Blessings of love.